Howdy all Moglax Lives. I think it's time to play a little better than wolves. Alright. I am collecting some more cobblestone, I guess. So I finished getting the kiln back together. And now I'm gonna go get some more cobblestone for my strip mine to continue working on my animal pens. I'm gonna check this. Box is getting full. You know what? I might just run this stuff back up first. Because of the explosion, I am down sticks and string and stuff that was in there. I think all I got left with was a little bit of flint. Also, I'm pretty sure I trapped myself in here again with the elevator. Straighten this crap out a little bit here. Okay. That gives me a little bit more room in my inventory. I feel like it's dark in here. Just in case. Just in case. I mean, I know it's dark in there, but I don't really see much spawn in my little elevator shaft area. Alright, that is all of those. So let's get down in here. Let's see where I left off last time. See what we can find. Okay, 1, 2. Nice. Can always use some coal dust. I hear a squishy. Oh, I see a squishy. Cool. That's like 2 very useful things right off the bat. That's awesome. Lava sounds a little less useful. Okay, looks like I got all that. I can't believe I haven't found any diamonds. This is a lot of strip mining to not find any diamonds, but as I always say, my diamond luck is awful. Trying to find any kind of supplies, I guess is the word I wanted to say. I don't know. Just kind of wandered off in the middle of my sentence there. I'll blame the cold, right? Oh, it's so cold outside today. I was just out there grabbing the mail. I want to say it said it was 9 degrees, which is a bit below freezing. That was a sarcastic bit. It was very cold. Although I honestly felt like it wasn't as cold as yesterday. I think yesterday was like 16 degrees, but the wind was really blowing yesterday, and today there was no wind. It was just super cold. Went out to get the mail. Mail's about I don't know, couple 100-foot walk. Out to the road. So we had a bad snowstorm. Oh man, now I've got my torches all wangled in the wrong directions. It's all right. And so the driveway is pretty. Part of the driveway, most of the driveway is fine. But right up here by the house, like where you would go into the garage, whatnot, is very snowed in at the moment. And given that I work from home and I don't really go anywhere, it's not too big of a deal to me. But other people do work out and about who live here. And the kids, the niece and nephew, they have to get out to go to school. So one would think that one of those four might do something about it. And so yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah. So yesterday at 4 in the afternoon, I go outside. No, that's not true. It was 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I went out at nope. Nope, I take it back. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. Because the day before is when it snowed really bad. And so I had gone out to get the mail. And I'm just like, so we had a snow shovel, and the kids kept playing with it, and I kept saying, "Don't play with the snow shovel." And then, oh, that's bad news right there. Okay, weird. Just a few little silverfish in there. And so anyways, I go out, and so like I said, the kids kept playing with the snow shovel like during the summer, and I kept saying, not a toy, leave it alone. And then, their parents are like, oh, just let them play with it. What are they going to do to it? Well, what they're going to do to it is break it into many little pieces. And so then I'm like, you guys got to get a new snow shovel. And they're like, yeah, we'll get a new snow shovel. And so no new snow shovel, just broken pieces of snow shovel. So we have a scoop shovel, which is I don't even know how to describe a scoop shovel if you've never seen a scoop shovel. It's metal and heavy, and it's very heavy, and it's used on farms around here, and so like it's kind of like a snow shovel, but you don't want to use it as a snow shovel because it's got to weigh like 8 to 10 pounds, and which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but when your whole driveway is filled in with snow, it's a lot. And so I noticed they had taken the shovel and gone out, I guess, to dig with it. The adult, not the kids. And then shoved it into the snowdrift. And so it's on the opposite side of the snowdrift from the house. And so now there's no shovel. And I'm just like, you guys. So not only did you not make a path through the snowdrift, but you also got rid of the shovel as well. And so I ended up going out and basically turning my feet sideways. At least I'm a pretty tall dude, so I wear pretty big shoes, boots in this case, and just kind of walked a path through the knee-deep snow where the drift is in front of the garage, so I could get to the driveway where the snow blowed out of the driveway, so we did get lucky there. And so I just walked back and forth a few times, and I noticed that they talked about how they were going to be cleaning out the path to get to the house, because the guy who plows the driveway said his snow blade is broken at the moment, and so he can't come to our driveway. But I don't see anybody doing any work out there, and I ain't doing it. Oh. Pretty sure I just heard silverfish again. I don't know if I mentioned the fish previous video, but our fish tank has had a crisis moment. And we lost 3 fish in 2 days. 3 fish in 3 days, I guess. I say we, they're not my fish, they're my sister's fish. And so she she threw some medicine in the water, and it seemed like a large amount to me, but she said that's what the instructions said. And so then the next day would have been the day of the snowstorm, and I ordered some plants for the fish tank because I they don't do a good job of keeping it clean, and so I was looking for passive ways to keep your tank clean. Um, and so like there are these stones you could get that are supposed to help balance the chemicals in your tank, and did a really good job of cleaning up a lot of it pretty quickly. Honestly, they're just stones. I was shocked at how well they did. And so it was looking pretty good in there. And didn't have any plants, just some plastic ones. And so I was looking at what kind of plants you could throw in with the fish we got. And so there was a list of the kinds they would eat and the kinds they wouldn't. And given the kind of fish we have, I mostly wanted ones they weren't going to just consume, because we have put live plants in there before and they just eat them. Although to be fair, they bought plants specifically that they would eat. The problem is that they ate them so fast that they didn't grow at all. So I wanted to throw in some plants that would help clean up the tank, but also not get eaten. And so I bought some from I don't know, some aquarium place online, and put those in after she had already killed off one of the fish, and one of the other fish looks like it was on its way out. Or no, she'd already killed off two of the fish when I put the plants in there, because I thought, well, those two fish were finicky anyways, and so as long as the other fish can survive what medicine got dumped in there, then you know, that should be fine. And so I put all the plants down in the tank, and the water is all cloudy from the medicine, and so it's got a few issues going with it at the moment. And so I the plants float; they won't sink to the bottom, and so I bought this driftwood you're supposed to put in there. It's aquarium, driftwood. So I soaked all that and washed it off and all that, and got the plants, cleaned them out, and then put all that in. Can't remember if this side is. Yeah, okay. I know one side was. I knew the top one is backwards. So I couldn't remember if the bottom one was backwards too. So I tied all the plants to this driftwood, and then I put the driftwood in the tank, and then the driftwood floats. I'm like, oh, well, okay, well, that was dumb. I thought this stuff would sink to the bottom. And it might after it gets waterlogged, but it's not waterlogged at the moment. And then, so I had to put some weights on there that came with the plants. And then some of the logs were heavier than the weights, so I had to tuck them up under like the blocks and stuff that were already in the tank. So I got all these plants arrayed across the tank now, and so then she was trying to do something about the fish, and so for whatever reason she decided she had to move all the plants. They're still in the tank. She just moved them into a pile. I spent an hour arranging those. And she's like, oh, I hope you don't mind, but I had to move your plants over. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's your tanks, basically your plants. I just thought it would help. And I just like, oh, okay, well, I've moved them then. I'm like, okay. And then I go upstairs. What she meant was she smooshed them all together in one spot in the tank in a pile and left them. There's 5 pieces of driftwood. She has 4 of the pieces of driftwood stacked on top of each other with the plants. And one of the plants came free. And she's just like, oh, you know what? One of them's floating at the top. I'm like, well, I guess I'll just have to float at the top then. I'm not prepared to be jamming my arm back in your nasty fish water again today. So I'm actually surprised the plants are still alive, to be honest. It was super, super bad out, snowing and stuff. Right, I want to do this from the outside first, and then I'll let the pigs out. And the box on it says live plants, right? And the mailman didn't bring them up to the garage. The mailman shoved them in the mailbox, and then I didn't know they had been delivered, and so I don't know what time they got delivered, but Amazon said it was 1, but that's not always accurate. And I didn't go get them until after 3. So they weren't frozen, but they were headed that direction. And so I definitely am surprised that they are still green plants and not dead. Because one would think that aquarium plants, which are, kept in heated water, would be pretty, I guess, not resistant to sudden temperature changes like that. Fine. You want to be a piece there? Be there. I don't care. No. Would you stop it? But yeah, so far, down 3 fish. And one was like the fish of the tank, too. They had gotten... Oh, it's weird. I don't know why I did that. I don't even want that there, I guess. They gotten a super tiny little goldfish, and over the last... I think they got the fish before the dog, and the dog is 3, so it's like 4 years old, and it had grown from this tiny little fish into this massive massive goldfish, like bigger than my hand. And yeah, whatever happened with that medicine she threw in there, it didn't survive. A couple of catfish that were in there didn't survive. The other catfish is fine. Well, I say fine, I mean still alive. And I still got plenty of this. Then we'll have to go down in there and do torches. And then I'll be able to release the pigs. Well, I'll probably put some dirt down in there as well, fill in some of these single block gaps near the edges. My cobblestone walled castle of animal pens. I'll be getting close to... Nope, I still have a lot of cobble left. I don't know how far I'll be able to get around here, but got another 128 pieces. So 64 more blocks, wherever that'll lead me to. Listen, buddy, I don't know what you're going to try to do, but this is sealed off? There's no zombies allowed. Zombies haven't figured out how to break down my cobblestone walls yet, so... Oh, I guess your creeper buddies could do it. Oh, man. Gonna have to make some more torches. Because I definitely need to light up the top of this wall. I don't trust stuff not to spawn up here. Oh, I hear a spider. Shooting webs at me. Oh no, you're on fire, buddy. Oh no, I'm on fire, buddy. Alright, well, I think... this is a lot more than I intended to fill in here. Oh, I gotta get those fence posts back that I threw in the thing, in my chest. I'm gonna need those to to my normal torch making. I can't open this up because I got torches on the ground. And the pigs will walk across the torches and catch on fire, I'm sure of it. And I'd prefer not to have cooked bacon from my poor pigs. You know, there's another problem here, is I can't get out of here. Well, oh, shoo. I almost fell in the gap instead of getting out of here. Ta-da! Alright, this is where I'm going to call it for today. So, be better than small things. Lead into the light. And I will talk to you later.